Welcome back. This is day 3 of our epic Harley-Davidson ride through Rajasthan, and today we're going to look at two bikes that have special significance for India. And that's because the Iron 883 Sportster and the Superlo 883 are the first bikes that are going to be locally assembled by Harley-Davidson at their plant in Haryana. So let's take a closer look at both these bikes, starting first with the Iron.
For most buyers, the Sportster range is the entry point to Harley ownership, and the Iron 883 is the latest addition to that family. The name obviously comes from its sinister all-black styling, and the company says that this bike is very popular among young Harley owners in America. It's a compact, tightly packaged motorcycle that's impressive, almost industrial and fresh to look at. An island of darkness in Harley's sea of chrome.
When Harley-Davidson first announced their India plans, everyone at Overdrive were convinced that it would be the Sportster range that would drive sales in India. Not just because they are the cheapest bikes in the lineup, but also because the entire package seemed best suited to Indian riding conditions. And after riding the Iron, I can tell you that it does feel at home on Indian roads.
Unlike most Harleys, the Iron should be great to ride in city traffic thanks to its compact dimensions and precise steering. The ergonomics and riding position are excellent for a regular-sized rider, making this the Harley you can ride to work every day.
But there are a few issues, and chief among them is ride quality. Now, Harley says that they've specially softened both the seat and the suspension to suit Indian conditions, but ride this bike over long distances or over very bad roads, and it does feel very, very hard.
The Iron sports Harley's 883cc Evolution engine. It produces 70 Newton meters of torque and accelerates very quickly. Give it the beans, blink a couple of times, and you'll be doing close to 160 kilometers per hour before you know it. More than enough power and poke to set pulses racing.
The Iron is now available in India at an ex-showroom price of just 6.5 lakh rupees. But it's still not the entry-level Harley-Davidson. That honor falls to this bike, the Superlo, which is available for just 5.5 lakh rupees, and with its quintessential cruiser styling and typical Harley-Davidson looks and riding feel, this is the bike that you're going to see a lot of on Indian roads.
The Superlo is a new for 2011 Harley model, but would be right at home in the 1950s. Even though this is a Sportster, it drinks traditional Harley juice with lots of chrome in all the right places, a low center of gravity, and a larger fuel tank to increase range.
The Superlo manages to successfully integrate traditional Harley-Davidson cruiser styling into the Sportster 883 package. So the handlebars are much higher, the foot pegs are more splayed out, and the riding position itself is just way more relaxed and comfortable. But the rest of the mechanicals, including the engine and the gearbox, are identical to the Iron and the rest of the Sportster family.
It's called the Superlo because of its seat position. But that's exactly what this bike is on the road, which is a good thing for vertically challenged riders. The mini ape hanger handlebars and slightly forward set pegs make for a comfortable riding position, so even if you're as tall as I am, the Superlo will fit you just fine. Yes, the suspension has been tuned for India, but the ride is still stiff and you'll feel every contact with potholes and bumps. Though it uses the same engine as the Iron, the gearing is different, making this Sportster even easier to ride at low speeds. In feel, it's much more laid back and languid than the screaming Iron, and is really the ideal way to begin your Harley adventure.
A Harley-Davidson made in India costing 5.5 lakh rupees. Just 2 years ago, that would have been a completely crazy thought. And on that note, we're going to end this week's show, but don't worry, over the next few months, we will be working our way through Harley's entire 2011 Indian lineup. And coming up next week, we have more action on two wheels as Shumi spends quality time with some Italian beauties. Now that's next week. For now, I'm going to leave you with all this week's motoring news.